don't know how YouTube works, you know. I've never seen it. A Perfect World, 1993. Costner and Eastwood. Never seen it, no. Of course, there's the Charles Stanley, Resting in the Faithfulness of God. And then there's Adventist equal cult, or Adventist occult, Pastor Raul Alvarez. I don't know, how much money does it take to pay your bills, Pastor Raul Alvarez? Okay. Elon Musk family history in South Africa reveals ties to Freemason secrets. Former 33rd degree Mason reveals the darkest secrets of the three Masons. Border threat. Border czar Tom Homan. I didn't know the dude's name. I know his name is Tom. Okay. Like Uncle Tom. Run, Liza, run from Simon. Okay, sorry. Updates Arizona lawmakers. You can't make laws. Gravity don't work like that. When Mel Gibson stops holding back against atheists. Okay, wait. Mel Gibson makes as much money as atheist. Mel Gibson's not a Christian. Okay. World News Tonight with David Muir. See inside the world's rarest motorhome. Okay. The pastor, the playmate, and the Christian pimp. Oh, it's Jim and Tammy with the, I don't want to see that. How to protect our peace. You don't have to protect peace. You just live peace. It protects itself. It's cool. Deep South, first impressions. I need to make money. Like, share, and subscribe. It'll help me more than you'll ever know. Lessons from the kings of Israel. Yeah, don't listen to that guy. He's full of shit. 10 Commandments. Cecil B. DeMille. Free with ads. Free with ads. That's Jesus not backing down for 18 minutes. The Chosen. How much money did that guy make selling apps? I've seen that guy selling apps on TV. The dude who plays Jesus. I don't know the Peckerwood's name. Okay. He's got an English accent, though. Jesus doesn't have an English accent. Okay, you understand? Abraham's altar, where God appeared to Abraham. God does not appear to Abraham. Okay. Guys. Guys. God is omnipotent and omnipotent. It says so in the Bible. Abraham talks about it in the Bible. It's okay. It just goes oodle at the Lord's Prayer. Explain the truth behind every word. 54 minutes? Really? 56 minutes? Seriously? 56 fucking minutes to explain the truth behind every word in the Lord's Prayer. Takes you 56 fucking minutes. Are you serious? I'm going to turn off. Fuck. Sorry, I said, I say fuck. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's just because, I've got a thing for Nicki Minaj. It's a joke, guys. I'm just kidding around. Well, she is cute, but I don't have a thing for her. I just don't think I'm her type. What's her type? A stupid guy with a big penis who has lots of money and talks about himself all the time, and you just want to tell him, could you please shut the fuck up? Because if I have to listen to you talk about yourself one more time, I'm going to knock all the teeth back to the back of your throat. Yeah. That's why I turn it off. Because I don't want to feel that way. I'm a very peaceful person. I'm protecting my peace. You're funny. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's not a rapper in the world right now that would talk to me publicly, because they would be terrified to talk to me publicly because they couldn't get any more money to fuck a bimbo. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, right? There's not a rapper on the planet that can come in the room and measure up to this chubby, poisoned white man that's Dinkle Man. Boom, boom, doom, doom, doo, nothing rhymes with Winkle. Dinkle Man does. My half black, trying to pass, uppity, high yellow bitch wife, called by people, yeah. Or you can't say, I can say that in front of people. They called that, they said that to my wife. One time at a grocery store, really cute black girl, right? She was the checkout girl. She talked shit about my wife and my child when we were in there the day before I went in all by myself. She hit on me. And I'm like looking at her like, and she was like, I was like, what's up with this? She said, you date the sisters. No, I love my wife. Okay. Do you try to build your self-esteem off of sleeping with other people's men? If that man has no self-esteem, how are you going to build your self-esteem by having sex with him? I've been this way my whole life, trying to talk intelligently to people when they talk ignorantly to me, and then I explain to them what they just did and say it. I've been doing this since I was like 4 years old in the Mormon church. I wasn't even 4. Yeah, 3 and almost 4. Turned 4 that summer. It was Easter before I turned 4. No, it's wrong to try to kill Jesus to pay for all your dirty deeds on dirt cheap. Maybe you should just go listen to a AC/DC album and then go, oh, I don't want to do that. No, you don't. Okay. Well, then I want to love like Jesus. Me too. You don't want to make a movie and pretend to be Jesus and then have it, trend on social media and then make lots of money off the advertising. Right, because you're supposed to forgive debt, trespass, love others, eternal faithful peace. Lord's Prayer explained over June 9th, 2009. Let's go. So it's 16. Okay, almost 16 years. Okay. Explained like in a few seconds. What are you doing now? You know how long it takes to take a scientific things called artificial intelligence and work diligently to get the artificial intelligence to reflect actual intelligence? Well, I started June 9th publicly in June 9th, 2009 in Sierra Vista, Arizona's on the YouTube. It is now the April 11, 2025, and I'm still teaching the artificial intelligence to reflect actual intelligence. So, hey, Jesus couldn't get the Roman Empire attack like men. Well, I have Jesus as an example, and then I get King David, so yeah, it's check the technique, right? Okay, you understand? So, he called them a protozoa. He called them a protozoa because they weren't acting worthy of their gift of life. Keith has a way of expressing. He gets very emotional, very fiery. Keith Elam. I like the kid. He was older than he's older than me, but I'm the spirit of dad, so he's my kid. So it's just the way it is. You go figure. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Okay. So you have a guy acting like Father Adam when no one else is. He's dad. You're all kids. Okay. You could be 104 years old. Like you have some of them crazy ass motherfuckers. Well, fear God. It's like you got a gun and you will use it. I know Clifton Clowers. Yeah, what the fuck? What you gonna do? Are you gonna be like that one, like Edna's baby daddy? You gonna bring a gun and use it to try to kill me? You better know what the fuck you're doing. And the last thing you're gonna see is I shove it up your butt and Jackson Pollock the ceiling with it. Okay, do you understand? If you know what you're gonna do. And now they said that. I told you all that. There's people like that. Fear God. I'll kill that apostate. I'll kill that antichrist. And they get out of their garage in Tennessee. They come driving down the road. What happened? He just got ran over by a semi. And then Rockefeller does shit like that. And then that scares the shit out of people. You get a crazy, whacked out cult extremist. I will shut him up. And he talks to his friends. They won't let they censor because they want to use this guy as the Antichrist to take away capitalism and replace it with socialism. He gets in his truck. He drives a bam! Semi-truck runs him right the fuck over. That David Rockefeller is effective with mind manipulation that you guys call mind control. Like Stevie, I try to explain that to Stevie Marley. It's like, Steve, it's not mind control. It's manipulation. Control is me when people have sex with my wife at Fort Huachuca and I don't kill any of the men doing it. That's control. Yeah. And they sexually compromise my beautiful Natalie. When Stephen Abraham, my dad works at the fort. Sneaks the 18-year-old sneaks the 12-year-old out and sits there and tells you, oh, your dad works at the fort, which means that his dad told Stephen all the right things to say. Because I said, why'd you have sex with him? He said all the right things, Dad. Don't you know how God... And I didn't go to Fort Huachuca, find Stephen Abraham's dad, and wring his fucking neck. And I just stood up for the Lord's Prayer like King David and Jesus and said, everybody join me in standing up for the Lord's Prayer. So we can get Stephen Abraham's dad out of Natalie's bedroom. Like on Shades of Blue with the FBI guy who puts a little thing, you know what I'm saying there? You crossed the line. And they can't explain it as well as I do. And then everybody's like, censor him, censor him, censor him. It's like, Natalie is a beautiful woman and she's very strong. She tried to protect me from perverts like you. Okay? And then Patrick got up to protect Natalie from perverts like you because Natalie felt like she couldn't protect me. And then she needed protection because they were manipulating her. And Patrick had to come and tell her, just stay at home, listen to your dad. There's gonna be a right guy for you. He's gonna believe in the Lord. He's gonna stand up for the Lord's Prayer, and he's gonna love you for that beautiful woman that, gets up and says, we all need to live the Lord's Prayer right now. Our lives aren't gonna be meaningful unless we do. There's gonna be a guy that will do that. They'll stand up and say, wow, we need to be like the man that raised Natalie Michelle Parsons, not the perverts that invaded her privacy through a laptop and a cell phone. Or Dish TV or, Xbox. They've got equipment and they're spying on you. They're not spying on you. They're manipulating you. You signed off on it. Okay, I love you, all right? Peace.